2. Check the OP, what did he do? Gas in his bag so they go to the moon. Spent half an eighth, I got a million coins like the real McCoy. You know I feel that joy, cause if it goes to a buck I won't believe my luck. And now 10 on my Lambos for me and my friends.
Who let the dogs out? Who? Guys, you probably thought this day would not come so soon, but you remember CryptoKitties, right? Well, now there's Crypto Dogs. Yep, you heard it, Crypto Dogs. And what's interesting about these Crypto Dogs is what blockchain they're on, what token they are built on top of. So we'll share that with you, but just a quick overview, because we do plan to do a video more in depth on these new dogs. Somebody let the dogs out, and I don't know who it was. So Tron, there's the giveaway. It's on Tron. So if you hold Tron, this could be good for you. Could bring more economy and growth to Tron and more value to the token, because I'm pretty sure the Tron token is used to buy these, since it's based on the Tron blockchain. This is interesting. Okay, so guys, earlier today we brought you a video about Ether. What was it again? World of Ether. The World of Ether crypto game, which is more advanced. It's learned from some of the mistakes of CryptoKitties, built by one of the guy who co-founded the biggest Ethereum meetup in the world. Also, the developer is a longtime gamer and expert on gaming and blockchain and things like that. So here we have it. They got interested, the World of Ether guys got interested in Ethereum because they're into gaming. So they kind of went to all these Ethereum meetups and seminars where they learned how to develop onto the Ethereum blockchain, and then built their dream game. Their goal got accomplished. And this is how this is why it's so good that these opportunities are here. It gives people an opportunity to be motivated to learn how to build upon these platforms, and not just in a way to try to take money from people, but in a way to create something new, something fun, and something unique. So as reported last week, Tron will be launching its own version of CryptoKitties with dogs, as it closed a deal with Game.com on January 3rd. Tron's creator and founder, Justin Sun, was premature about the release of the game and tweeted on his personal Twitter, which has 266,000 followers. On the first of the year, TRX Dogs is almost ready. That was his tweet. So guys, if you're hearing it here first, give a like and share this video, as well as hit that bell for notifications so you hear other news first as soon as it's released. And so as the announcement begins to spread around the cryptocurrency community, the coin began moving on the 3rd and jumped over 261% in just 48 hours time. Did this have something to do with the announcement of TRX Dogs? On January 5th, it reached a record high of 26 cents a coin and became the 6th largest cryptocurrency by market cap, passing Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, NEM, and Dash. At the same time of the coin's record high, the famous founder held a live stream on his Twitter, which left a lot of TRX investors at odds. Many took to Twitter and cryptocurrency Facebook groups explaining their concerns about the informal way he normally goes about updating his investors about upcoming updates, And guys, there's articles out there. I saw one talking about Tron and their marketing techniques, and that it's what's wrong with cryptocurrencies. I don't know too much. I haven't read a lot of this, what people are saying, but I guess they have a, very unique way of marketing, and that's fine. Not everybody has to follow the same rules and models, and random acts of nonconformity are good for this society that we live in, that has put itself in such a box and limitations and all sorts of things. So Sun filmed the 55-minute live stream in what seems like a conference room within a hotel room with his cellular phone. Many Tron enthusiasts responded to the critical responses, stating that this is how he usually conducts his upgrades. That's fine, there's nothing wrong with that. He's a busy guy. He doesn't need all the cameras and lights, just like, me. And here's the article about the world of Ether. You can go back on our channel. It's the last video we did if you want to find out more about that. And guys, that's all I'm going to read for this article. I'll leave it down below. I'm going to look into this more myself and do a video just talking about this. So what else I wanted to bring to the table today, guys, and go over was what's going on with YouTube and people waking up to the fact that they're scammers and people can't listen to everything these YouTubers say. And we'll show you all the videos that have been focusing on that today in the past couple days. I did a video about it as well, and all over social media, Twitter, same thing. People are pointing fingers at people that promoted known scams and knew they were scams. So we'll share that with you. And as well, we're going to look at maybe why Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies had a dip, and as well look at how they're recovering. And we're also going to then share some opportunities for airdrops with you, which we're going to try to do, almost on every episode now. We're going to at least bring one airdrop opportunity to you so that you can get some free coins, and it gives you a benefit from watching our videos, and kind of our token of gratitude. And we'll do that at the end of the video, but usually you can find them down below, and the links down below as well if you are getting anxious and you just want to get on those airdrops. So 5 key reasons Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies have lost a stunning $370 billion in 10 days. It's a lot, guys, and it's kind of concerning if you don't understand what's going on or why this is happening. It could look like the markets are crashing, people are manipulating, pulling billions of dollars out, and just like what happened with Bitconnect coin, right? Billions of dollars were pulled out of that coin, and people were left with bags of worthless coins. Ultimately, that's what a bag is in cryptocurrency. So the number one digital currency and its cohort continued to unravel Wednesday, extending a downturn that has seen the entire sector cough up a whopping $370 billion since January 7th. And we thought it was bad, right after Christmas and around Christmas, the money being pulled out. So, or more than 40% of their total value. And if people were smart, yesterday and the day before would be when they bought back in, kind of fixed their portfolio, got into the coins they wanted to get into, because they would have been on sale no matter what coin it was. They would have been a good price. And I bought some Bitcoin. I bought $1,200 worth of Bitcoin yesterday. I just didn't have enough chances to buy the altcoins I wanted with that, but I'm slowly, doing that. So let's see what the reasons are. Number 1, South Korea. Seoul has said the government intends to crack down on the trading of crypto assets. Officials have also floated the idea of taxes on crypto trading and other measures to tighten its grip on market, considered by some as supporting money laundering and dangerous speculative investing. But some measures, South Korea represents about a fifth of the virtual trade volume. And before we go any further, Bitconnect, this is now another reason. The crash of Bitconnect, the fact that people see one of their most trusted and one of the most promoted platforms and most promising platforms in some people's eyes has turned out to, screw them over, be a scam, and ultimately just be there to take their money. So this is another reason people are, feeling fear, uncertainty, and doubt about cryptocurrencies. It could happen to another one, to the next one. So people are probably, wising up and thinking a little bit more about their decisions and maybe pulling some money out just in case. Taking some profits. I know, especially if you're in debt, you should not be holding your money in risky investments if you're still in debt. Pay your debts off if you're doing well. If your investments are up hundreds of percents and you don't pay your debts, well, or your mortgage or whatever, well, what will happen is when the market crashes, you'll lose everything and you will have never really gotten ahead. You'll never have done anything useful with that opportunity you had, where at that time your investments were doing well. This happened to a lot of people in the stock market crashes, and I've heard stories from older people telling me that this is their biggest regret, not paying off their debts. They would be greedy, put everything and more into their investments because it's doing well, and ultimately keep it in there while it's doing well. And then when it crashes, guys, it crashes fast, and there's not a lot people can do. As we saw with Bitconnect, when it crashes, you'll have a very hard time selling your coins, even though you might have them somewhere safe. A lot of times it'll take days for them to get to the exchange. My Bitconnect coin, have still not arrived to hit BTC. And like I said, they banned me from the chat box for saying it was taking a while for my Bitconnect coin to arrive. It's a little bit odd if you ask me. And so people warned me not to put my money into hit BTC, and I have a feeling they are collaborating or working with Bitconnect. Bitconnect has probably paid them out to make it hard for people to sell so that the coin doesn't crash as hard, and kind of stopped it at a certain point, the crash. And also, people have seen that when they talk about Bitconnect on YouTube and say it's a scam, their videos get demonetized. This goes to show that maybe Bitconnect is sponsoring YouTube as well. So, these corporations is really what Bitconnect was, can have a lot of power, and ultimately the amount of money they can spend can really make you believe that they are a good investment. When you're putting millions of dollars in marketing, you're going to get fooled. It's no surprise that people got fooled, because there's a lot of money at stake, and it's sad, right? That's what happens when these projects can raise millions of dollars. They aren't so honest and transparent, and a lot of times they're trying to manipulate us and how we see them. So number 2, Russia. Russian President Vladimir Putin said on Tuesday that more oversight of cryptocurrencies may be needed. Well, Russia's creating their own cryptocurrency, and this is why they're trying to restrict other cryptocurrencies. They're going to ultimately create the technology and control the technology to mine their cryptocurrency, making it centralized in a sense, and then making it harder for people to buy and trade and mine other cryptocurrencies in their country, so all of people's efforts go into their new coin. So this is no surprise. This is the prerogative of the central bank at present, and the central bank has suffered a sufficient authority so far. However, in broad terms, legislative regulation will be definitely required in the future he said, according to the Russian news agency TASS. Yeah, there's multiple reasons there. Banking, the bankers are going to be the most, creating the most FUD. And there was a tweet that I read recently, and it was, kind of a rhetorical question asking, certain futures market tradings became, were launched around December 7th, and then a week or two later, right? Those contracts will be ending around a month later, right? They'll have to basically take the losses or profits on those futures, whatever they bet on, each month. So after 30 days, they are the contracts are closed, and whatever, if the price of Bitcoin went up and they bet on it going up, they'll make the difference minus a fee. If they bet on it going down, they make the difference minus a fee. So assuming people shorted Bitcoin around the middle of December, right before it started going down, and FUD was created in the news and stuff like that, what if these people that shorted need to create as much FUD as they can before the contract ends to maximize profits? Then, when the contracts end around December 7th to the 14th, January 7th, 9th was mentioned to the 20th, somewhere in there, you should see Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, especially the ones that are future traded, and usually, other altcoins follow Bitcoin anyways. So really, the futures market has a lot of control and manipulation over the markets right now because of the incentive there is in profits that are at stake and on the line. So, is it a coincidence that you're seeing all this FUD right now while it's getting close to these future contracts being closed? And we did see a huge amount of short sells start happening around the same time that the price in Bitcoin started dropping, crashing around Christmas time, was when the shorts started coming through. So this is a reason that nobody really talks about. Oh yeah, Bitconnect is right here. So China is the next one. Beijing, which has already taken a hard line against the Bitcoin community, which uses computing power to support the network to create new Bitcoin through mining, has said it also is exploring further regulations or restrictions around digital asset trading. So multiple miners are moving to other countries, and here in Canada is one of those countries they're moving to. Bitconnect, BCC, the cybercurrency known as Bitconnect, has long drawn a critical eye from cryptocurrency investors because of its use of loans and the manner of which it solicits new investors. Shut down, Bitconnect also promised a return of 0.25 percentage point daily. Its currency, the Bitconnect coin, plunged by 94% after that announcement. So they promise, 1% a day, but they lost you 100% one day. So this, obviously is going to affect people's confidence in the markets. It has since recovered a little bit, and it's back up to about $35 at the time of this live stream. Bitcoin futures. Okay, they are mentioning Bitcoin futures. Bitcoin futures for Bitcoin on exchange platforms are set to expire this month. January Bitcoin futures on CBOE Global Markets Inc. CBOE were set to expire on Wednesday, down 42% over the past 30 days. See? So all these short positions, it's no coincidence that these short positions started. It's down 42%, and it's about to close. The contracts are about to close. So over the past 30 days, it's at 10,000. So what they're going to do it now is buy in at 10,000 and ride the wave up. And this is how they'll keep doing it. They said that, the futures market was going to make it less volatile and stabilize it. But what we've seen so far is the total opposite. we would have never gone down to this $10,000 mark, or we would have done it before. If these futures markets weren't launched, we would have probably gone down to $10,000 a month ago, maybe even more than a month ago. And because people were buying in speculation and leading up to the futures launch, and this is what always happens. Here in Canada, 2018 is when they're supposed to be legalizing marijuana. So I've been buying marijuana stocks, and other people that I know are holding some, and they've been asking me when should they sell because they've been going up like crazy. Not doing as good as cryptocurrencies over a year period or so, but doing good, maybe half of what some of these cryptocurrencies are doing, or maybe a tenth of what some of the top ones are bringing for gains. But nonetheless, it's still big gains for most people. I think about 10 times gains when it's up at its peak is what I've made off of these few marijuana stocks I've bought. So people are asking me when to sell, and I say right before it's legalized. People will always speculate and buy leading up to something, and then after it happens, realizing that the sky hasn't fallen, nothing's really happened, then they start to sell. So this is usually what you see, and you've probably seen this pattern happen too. And we saw it happen when the futures contracts were launched. And so, So while those trading for the same month, BTC F8 minus 2.37% on the CME group are due to expire on January 26th. So the first set expire on Wednesday. The second sets expire on January 26th. And I think the second set was really the one that started shorting. And like I said, around Christmas time would be exactly when these contracts were launched and when we saw, the first dip in prices. We saw that red and green in the market on Christmas. So those futures are down about 42%. Expiring futures contracts in theory can add to volatility. Here are some cryptocurrencies to watch in 2018. So this is Market Watch. I'm not too sure if I'm interested in what they're saying here anyways, but that is not going to play anyways. But I'll share with you guys some cryptocurrencies to watch in 2018. I'll do some research and see what other people are saying as well, and confirm, and if I agree with them, then I'll add those to the video as well. I'd also like to do a video talking about the biggest YouTubers to watch out for. So the biggest fraudulent YouTubers, scam YouTubers. I'm also doing in-depth video probably about each of these big YouTubers that sucked a lot of people into Bitconnect and lost them a lot of money. We're going to do an episode, a show once per week that focuses on scams. It's going to be kind of like a scam watch, and so watch out for that, and let us know what YouTuber you want us to do a review of first, and look into their history and see, what type of person they are, because ultimately we only see what they present to us. So we can do some digging and see who they really are, or who they look like they are by the information we can gather. And Craig Grant, I already have a lot of info on him, and you can check some of this stuff out down below. There's articles down below exposing Trayvon James and Craig Grant, not written by me, but they have a lot of good information in there. TRX dogs have arrived. Oh yeah, so the TRX dogs have arrived. What the hell is going on here, guys? Anyways, the TRX dogs have arrived.
Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out?
Game.com and Tron have partnered to create dogs, a dog version of CryptoKitties. I'd like to see the features, what's different. I own a dog and I'm a dog person, so you know, it's kind of it's not very creative, it's not very original to create Tron Dogs. Like, you know, obviously CryptoKitties had the original idea. Tron Dogs just you know, took advantage of a previous good idea. Although it may do better, they may have some different features in there that I'm not aware of. KuCoin Exchange. So KuCoin has been doing pretty well for me, guys, and I've been putting some more money in here because there's a lot of good coins. So you can find a link for KuCoin down below. They just added, you know, coins will have their ICOs and be added here like the next day, 2 days later. They just added Tel. I think it's Telium or Tel Coin. So they just added Tel Coin with a promotion. And before that, a few other interesting coins. So check out the coins on KuCoin through the link down below. Help support this channel. That way, I would never share with you something, you know, that I thought was not going to benefit you. But ultimately, at the end of the day, I'm trying to bring you guys information. And if you noticed, Craig Grant, after he got hacked, he promised to do videos. He promised to do more videos about security. And he hasn't done any that I've seen. So if you guys want, you know, that video that Trayvon promised, you can find it on my channel, 10 security tips to keep your cryptocurrency safe. And I think that's one of the most important pieces of information on my channel. And it's one of the videos that I've worked the hardest and the longest on, and you know, put the most amount of pride into. So some people are saying, you know, get on those cryptos now. Act like, you know, this is your last chance to get those cryptocurrencies you want. If you do that, you get your portfolio proper now while we're in a dip. You'll do so much better when you when the price starts going up, and you can, you know, put a little bit of money in now and almost double it in a couple weeks. I guarantee you, almost guarantee you that if you put money in now to Bitcoin or some of these other coins in a week or 2 weeks, if you put them into some of the top coins that I've been putting them into, 2 weeks you should be able to double your money and then ultimately take out your initial investment. And you know, that's the smart way to do it. So on Twitter here, we have some people you know, talking about this whole Bitconnect thing. What are people saying today? Well, be wary of those people who promoted this Ponzi scheme. See, I'm not the only one. There's millions of people, sorry, there's thousands of people out there saying the same thing. Crypto Nick, Crypto J, Crypto Clover, Crypto Chick, Craig Grant, Lenka Crypto Girl, Trayvon James, Dr. Roy Murphy, and Ryan Hildreth. All these people be wary of, and these guys are going to go on our list. How the frick is Bitconnect up 300% today? My mother, see, I told you guys don't sell. Don't sell. I knew it was going to go up in value, and maybe buying would have been a smart thing, but I would never put more money into their projects after what they just did. They're not getting any of my money. So Doug Polk, guys, it takes me a day or two to do a video, so he's going to do a video about Bitconnect. But actually, Doug Polk did do a video recently about idiots making fraudulent YouTube videos, and he mentions these guys. This one guy usually, he's usually in a garage in front of nice cars. Pretty sure, I get the vibe that it's his uncle's cars or something like that. If you look over here, there are these guys over here. Because I don't think my videos are playing right now, but we'll throw this video down below in the description. And he's, telling you about these new guys to be aware of that, anybody, that acts rich on camera, there's no need to do that. People that are successful don't need to act rich on camera or show off their money or anything like that. So that should be a red flag right away. Then these articles from Steemit exposing Trayvon James, Craig Grant. Okay, now I think now we can move on. Guys, there's all sorts of crypto pump groups out there where you can get in on some pumps and dumps. So really, when enough people get together and help pump a coin, you can make a lot of money off of it. Rather than being on the opposite side of it and getting taken advantage of and not knowing what coins are going to be pumped and when, you might as well get in on these groups. So there's I think it's a Reddit group, or at least, no, it's a Discord group here, and there's some Telegram groups. Poloniex is displaying incorrect customer balances. So for me, I haven't really noticed, but I guess now I should be careful and look a little bit deeper. According to users on Poloniex' unofficial subreddit, the exchange is not being crediting user account balances when orders are canceled. Oh, they've done this to me before. One user wrote, "When I cancel any open orders, the original US dollar value isn't returned. Usually the intended buy value is returned to my total and everything is fine. But just to notice today that every time I cancel an order, the estimated value of holdings, deposits, and withdrawals tab gets smaller and smaller and never returns to the original total." So guys, they've had this problem in the past. They're investigating it. It looks like, so just be careful, watch, see if you have your correct balances, and watch when you close orders that they're getting credited. Last time this happened to me, it got resolved. It just took them a couple days. Okay, so now I want to share with you guys. So here's some ICOs that I'm interested in doing more research into. Podone.io, Apex, Nucleus Vision, Go Network. There's also another Bitcoin airdrop. So if you go to Bitcoin Rhodium here, you can get this one. I'm not sure, I haven't looked too much into, but there's a Bitcoin pub thread talking about it. And then I think I think you have to apply for this one. It's not an automatic, like a fork where you get credited, but they will credit you for, I think it's, the Bitcoin you have. or they're just giving airdrops to people who follow their groups, follow their Twitter and Discord communities. So ultimately, I'll put this Bitcoin pub thread down below. So you need to register your Bitcoin address and sign it using your wallet. Never post your private keys. Instructions are on the website. So this happens a lot. There's been a lot of these, Bitcoin forks, and if you're holding your private keys, you can get them. A lot of exchanges don't list them, so you'll really most likely never see some of this money that you could have if you're holding your money in certain exchanges. Like Poloniex has not listed Bitcoin Gold yet, and I was holding most of my Bitcoin in there on that fork. So there's Bitcoin Rhodium. That's the first airdrop I'm sharing with you guys. Also, I want to invest in this LiveEdu ICO. So for education, for courses and things like that, where people can learn to do all sorts of creative things, developing cryptocurrency courses, design courses and things like that, marketing courses. So there's also this Telcoin that ICO is closed, but it just got launched on KuCoin. So guys, you got to get on KuCoin. It's an amazing exchange. You don't have to get on KuCoin, but you'll probably find it useful. At some point, you're going to want a coin that's on there. So it's good to make an account now. If you want, you can make an account through our link down below. Guys, we've been doing videos for months now. We've made over 150 videos for this channel. We do it every day. We take a lot of time and sacrifice a lot of other things that we need, priorities that we could be working on to do these videos for you guys. And we have not made 1 cent off of this channel yet. Not 1 cent. So it's because I wasn't pushing Bitconnect like most people. I've been trying to get my video count up, my subscribers up, and how I do that is I come and hang out with you guys daily and bring you all sorts of useful information and opportunities, as well as bring you the news first. So this is the value I bring to you guys. What I do ask though is if you do make an account on an exchange, to use my link. I'm not going to make barely anything, but it will be slowly helping provide support for this channel, so I don't have to go and promote scams and things like that. Not that I would anyways, but sometimes you wonder why you're doing you wonder why you're doing this if you're not making any money, right? I'm passionate about this, so it's not that big of a deal to me, but there are other things I could be doing where I'm actually earning a revenue, putting my time into. So guys, if you appreciate what we offer, use those links. That's what they're down there for. And we make like nothing. It's like 0.05% of fees that they charge you on exchanges. So it's like, it would take so much to add up to being worth anything, but at least every little bit counts. So this is another ICO I'm interested in investing in, Storica. I'm not too sure about this one, but it could have potential. And I don't have the time to invest in a lot of these ICOs because because I'm making these videos, so I'm missing out on potential money because I put you guys, first. I put this community first. I put this channel first for some reason before money, right? I put my passions first, my interests first. Before just making a lot of money. And that's where a lot of people went wrong on YouTube, and why there's these blacklists now of YouTubers, and a lot of people are unsubscribing from them because they honest, they weren't transparent, and ultimately they knew what they were doing. People are finding, and they're even admitting, that they don't feel guilty. They would do it again if they could. Okay, so we got some more airdrops, I think. Yeah, here we go. Here's our airdrops, guys. So first, let's look here quickly. So one of our airdrops we're bringing to you is HousePanda. Another one is vPulled, which is like a social network. And then Just Natural, International Scientific Association and Business Platform. HousePanda, I think, is something interesting too. Let me refresh my memory in a second here. But we have three more airdrops for you guys. So 4, including that Bitcoin Ronium. So 419eater.com is the largest scam baiting community on the planet. Go there if you're interested in finding out more about scams, how to avoid them, how to spot them, and ultimately get together with a community that puts information together about these scams. So if you want to do something to put info out there so that one day to help from this Bitconnect thing happening again, this 419eater scam tracker could be a good place. Some like Reddit is suggesting people go to the SEC and complain about these YouTubers or Bitconnect, and I don't think that's productive. I think that's negative for the cryptocurrencies in the view and perception the world has on them. If we go to the SEC and keep basically ratting on ourselves, right? Saying that the Bitcoin community is scamming people, the cryptocurrency community is full of scams, and then they're going to regulate it. If enough people make noise and complain about this Bitconnect thing, they will pass laws to make it harder for companies to do innovation, but also make it harder for us to participate in these companies. So really, at the end of the day, we can take responsibility. We can deal with it ourselves. We don't need any authorities to deal with it. And I think that's, a very key part of how cryptocurrencies, what cryptocurrencies are and what they do for us in our society. They help us realize that we don't need an authority figure to make things go smoothly. We can replace the government with a blockchain, with an artificial intelligent algorithm that takes care of different processes that the government takes care of. I'd say about 90% of the government's tasks could be replaced and done better by machines or artificial intelligence. I don't know how long that's been like that, guys. My face has been paused. We'll just turn it off for now. I'm a little bit too tired. This is my second video today. I shouldn't really be doing it. I'm supposed to be doing, going to do my taxes tomorrow, and I got to get all this stuff ready. But this is my passion, and I'm addicted to crypto. And ultimately, I have other things to be doing too. My phone just broke, and I need to, transfer some 2FA over to my new phone, and the screen is just messed now. I can barely see, so I'm should be making sure I have all the 2FAs or transferring money out of my accounts before that screen goes completely blank, and maybe I didn't back up my recovery phrases, or at least maybe one recovery phrase I lost from my 2FAs, my Google Authenticator, because I have like 6 different Google Authenticator recovery codes, and it's all on paper. And the book I was writing things in, passwords and stuff, started falling apart. The papers that I had in there started falling out. I'd print off the recovery phrases, put them in the middle of that book, and I could have lost one or two. So what I would do, and what I'd suggest anybody else do if that happened, is just make a couple copies of these recovery phrases, put them in safe places, as well as digital copies, so on a USB stick. But then like me right now, all I can really do is, if I lost one, would be to use that 2FA while my screen's still working, to transfer my money out of that wallet, and then not use that wallet again if I don't have a way to recover the 2FA. Also, it's going through this process is going to make me familiar with it, and so that next time I will know exactly what I need to do, and how hard it is, how easy it is, what I should do better when storing my 2-factor authentication recoveries and things like that, and how to do it properly. So guys, I'm sorry for rambling on. HousePanda using artificial intelligence. Using artificial intelligence, the first tokenized AI supercomputer and the first ICO from a startup incubated by NVIDIA. Wow, guys, this one's HousePanda. You'd think it was some random joke ICO, but they've got the Telegram bot that will give you your code for the airdrop. So you have to do, and guys, if you want to get on these airdrops, the first thing you want to do is download Telegram. You're gonna need it. Most of these platforms and ICOs will be giving you coins to follow their Telegram. That's the exchange. That's the deal. So using artificial intelligence to predict the world's real estate prices, one house at a time, incubated by NVIDIA's inception. So that's why it's called HousePanda, I guess, right? Predicting the exact price. First real estate supercomputer. So that's what HousePanda is. Get some of the free coins, guys. It won't be much, but if you guys refer other people, get your friends in on it, you can earn more. And there's other tasks you can do, like following their Twitter to earn more. Sharing. A lot of times, if you share or tweet about them, you can get more tokens. What cryptocurrency crashed? Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Ripple are soaring today. The cryptocurrency market cap has grown by 150 billion in the past day. This is today, January 18th. Good news. See, the money's coming back in, and people will be stupid to have not bought in yesterday or bring this billions of dollars back in while it was down. And this is the game they keep playing, pumping and dumping. And that's why I'm saying, you can get in on these Telegram groups, these Discord groups, these pump and dump groups. Although there could be a bull trap. This is what some of the experts I follow were saying yesterday. They weren't telling you to buy, sell, because it could be a bull trap. So telling you not to do anything until we get over a certain point. So we should be over that point today. So we should know if it's going back up. We should be pretty confident that the markets are correcting and rebounding. So yeah, HousePanda, you can see the link down below for that airdrop. Also vPulled, the link is down below. This one you'll have to sign up. Pretty sure I had to sign up, And honestly, I haven't figured out what to do yet to get your tokens. I've just signed up, and a lot of these airdrops, they happen after the ICO, so you can always go claim them as long as you did what you're supposed to do, and have a lot of times you'll need to connect your Ethereum address so that they have some place to airdrop the tokens to. So here's the Viuli, and usually there's a Medium post or a Bitcoin talk post, a forum post about the airdrop. So here's Viuli, VUI token airdrop started, and it's talking about mass drop airdrop of 500 billion, right? No, 500 million VUI tokens to 1 million Ethereum holders. So 500 tokens, I'll take those. So to enable mass adoption of our blockchain-based video platform, awesome, I love blockchain-based video platforms. We are pleased to announce the start of a mass airdrop. We will airdrop 20 VUI tokens per 1 ETH in each Ethereum address. Wow, that's pretty cool. So the more ETH you have in there. Wow. So that's how it works. So I'm going to be reading this post. I'll put it down below on how to exactly get mine. I've already signed up for this. And they even give you, how you can add the custom token so you can see it right away. So that's pretty cool, guys. This one you don't have to wait till after. I think this platform's already launched. I don't think it's in the ICO stage anymore because they have a pretty good platform. When I signed in, it looked pretty impressive. Although Bits Online saying Viuli completes massive airdrop to all Ethereum holders. Oh, so this one's complete. So guys, when was this? There's got to be another one because I just got this this lead today for Viuli. I follow some people that their whole thing is just airdrops. They bring you all the airdrops, so don't worry, there'll be no shortage of airdrops. And this is why I'm just testing these out, and trying to you guys can do the same, test out this airdrop thing, because it's one of the ways you can profit without losing. You can profit off tokens without investing anything. The other one is just natural, and I have that link down below too. And like we said, this one is for International Scientific Association and Business Platform. So if you don't understand the airdrop completely, just type that in airdrop in Google and you should be able to find it. And then again, this Bitcoin Rhodium. So we'll be bringing you airdrops almost daily at the end of each video. So stay tuned for that, hit the bell, and you guys have a great night. Peace.
I got 1 million coins like the real McCoy. I feel that joy, cause if it goes to a buck, I won't believe my luck. And now 10 on my Lambos for me and my friends. Butterfly doors, but I'm already in dock. Trump is like whip from my squad on the block. Chanting with a hold alive. Chat rooms, we scroll at night. Bitcoin Ether, been told twice. Never hold my ish like it's mold divide. Going to the stars, cause it's only right. Read the white paper or sold that site. Now I steal my shit coins, cause I'm overhyped. We can't get take the pressure. Cashing out for you was tether. My craft ship shape. As she sails through stormy weather.
Who let the dogs out?